Solar system. Our solar system is made up of several components: a star, the sun, 8 planets, 146 moons, comets and asteroids, space rocks, ice, and several dwarf planets including Pluto. Sun. Sun is a star, the hot glowing ball of hydrogen and helium central and largest celestial body in our solar system. It accounts for more than 99% of the total mass of the system and provides heat, light and energy to the planets and other objects 150 million kilometers from Earth. Without its energy, life as we know it could not exist here on our home planet. How many planets are there in our solar system and what are their names? There are 8 planets in our solar system and here are their names. First Mercury, second Venus, third Earth, fourth Mars, fifth Jupiter, sixth Saturn, 7 Uranus, 8 Neptune. Planetary order in solar system. First Mercury, second Venus, third Earth, fourth Mars, fifth Jupiter, sixth Saturn, seventh Uranus, eighth Neptune. Dwarf planet Pluto. Let's see one by one. Mercury. Mercury is the smallest and innermost planet in our solar system. Mercury is closest to the Sun. It takes approximately 88 Earth days to complete one orbit around the Sun. In terms of rotation, Mercury has a slow rotation speed and takes about 59 Earth days to complete one rotation on its axis. Interestingly, its rotational period is about 2/3 of its orbital period, meaning that one day on Mercury lasts about 176 Earth days. Diameter of approximately 4,879 kilometers. It is primarily composed of rocky material and has a dense iron-rich core which accounts for about 70% of its total mass. Venus. Venus is the most visible planet in the night sky and one most similar to Earth. In fact, Venus is often called Earth's sister planet. As similar as it is in some ways, however, it is also very different in others. It is composed mainly of rock and has a thick atmosphere primarily made up of carbon dioxide with traces of nitrogen and poisonous other gases. The temperature on Earth rarely goes much higher than 100 degrees Fahrenheit even at the equator, but the temperature on the surface of Venus can exceed 850 Fahrenheit. Its orbital period is approximately 225 Earth days. Interestingly, Venus rotates very slowly on its axis, taking about 243 Earth days to complete one rotation. Furthermore, it has a retrograde rotation, which means it rotates in the opposite direction compared to more other planets. Diameter 720 miles, length of year 225 days. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and is the only known celestial body to support life. Size and composition. Earth has a diameter of approximately 12,742 kilometers and is the 5th largest planet in the solar system. It is composed mainly of rock and metal with a solid inner core made of iron and nickel and a semi-fluid outer core. The outermost layer is the Earth's crust, which consists of tectonic plates. Atmosphere. Earth has a relatively thin atmosphere composed primarily of nitrogen and oxygen, other gases, such as carbon dioxide, water vapor, and trace amount of various gases are also present. The atmosphere acts as a protective layer, shielding the plates from harmful solar radiation and regulating temperature. Water. Earth is often called the blue planet because it has a significant amount of surface water. About 71% of Earth's surface is covered by oceans. while the remaining 29% is land masses. Water is vital for supporting life and play a crucial role in various earth processes, including weather pattern, climate regulation, and the water cycle. Moon. Earth has one natural satellite, the Moon. It is fifth largest moon in the solar system and plays a role in stabilizing Earth's axial tilt, affecting the planet's climate and tides. Human civilization. Earth is the home to a vast and diverse human population. It has a rich history of human civilization, cultural diversity, and technological advancements. Humans have had a significant impact on the planet's ecosystems and natural resources. Length of year, approximately 365 days. Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun and is often referred to as the red planet due to its reddish appearance. Size and composition. Mars has a diameter of approximately 6,779 kilometers, making it about half the size of Earth. It is primarily composed of rocky material similar to Earth but has a thinner atmosphere. Orbit and rotation. Mars orbits the Sun at an average distance of about 228 million kilometers. Its orbital period is approximately 687 Earth days. Mars rotates on its axis, similar to Earth, but its rotation period is slightly longer, with a day on Mars lasting about 24 hours and 37 minutes. Atmosphere. Mars has a thin atmosphere composed mainly of carbon dioxide, with traces of nitrogen and argon. The atmospheric pressures on Mars is only about 1% of Earth's atmospheric pressure. The thin atmosphere contributes to the planet's cold temperatures and lack of significant weather patterns. Length of the year is approximately 687 Earth days. This means that a Martian year is roughly 1.88 times longer than an Earth year. Possibility of human missions. Mars has been a focal point for future human exploration and colonization with the goal of establishing a permanent human presence on the planet. Jupiter. Size and composition. Jupiter has a diameter of approximately 143,000 kilometers, making it more than 11 times the diameter of Earth. It is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, similar to the composition of the Sun. Orbit and rotation. Jupiter orbits the Sun at an average distance of about 778 million kilometers. Its orbital period is approximately 11.9 Earth years. Jupiter rotates rapidly on its axis, completing one rotation in about 9.9 hours. This rapid rotation gives Jupiter its distinct banded appearance. Great Red Spot. The Great Red Spot is a gigantic storm on Jupiter that has been observed for over 300 years. It is an anti-cyclonic storm, longer than Earth in size, and exhibits its reddish color due to its complex chemical composition. Moons. Jupiter has a vast system of moons with over 80 known moons to date. The four largest moons, known as the Galilean moon, are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. These moons are some of the most geologically active and intricate bodies in our solar system. Magnetic field. Jupiter has a powerful magnetic field. Planetary characteristics. Jupiter is often referred to as a gas giant due to its predominantly gaseous composition. It has no solid surface like terrestrial planets. Instead, its outer layer gradually transitions into a denser, more liquid-like interior. Saturn. Diameter of approximately 120,536 kilometers, making it the second largest planet in our solar system. Saturn is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, with a small rocky core at its center. Rings. Saturn is famous for its magnificent ring system. These rings are made up of countless small particles, ranging from tiny dust grains to longer chunks of ice and rock. The rings are primarily composed of ice particles with traces of rocky material. The rings form a considerable distance from the planet, extending tens of thousands of kilometers. Orbit and rotation. Saturn orbits the Sun at an average distance of about 1.4 billion kilometers. Its orbital period is approximately 29.5 Earth years. Saturn has a relatively fast rotation, completing one rotation on its axis in about 10.7 hours, making it one of the fastest spinning planets in our solar system. Moons. Saturn has a vast number of moons, with over 80 moons identified to date. The largest moon, Titan, is particularly notable for its dense atmosphere and the presence of lakes and rivers of liquid methane and ethane on its surface. Other significant moons of Saturn include Enceladus, known for its active geysers, and Mimas, with its distinctive crater resembling the Death Star from Star Wars. Planetary characteristics. Saturn is often referred to as a gas giant like Jupiter, as it lacks a solid surface and as predominantly gaseous composition. Its low density allows it to float if placed in a large enough body of water. Uranus. Size and composition. Uranus has a diameter of approximately 51,118 kilometers, making it the third largest planet in our solar system. It is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium with small amount of methane. The methane in its atmosphere gives Uranus its blue-green color. Tilt axis. Uranus is distinctive for its extreme axial tilt, while most planets has their axis of rotation roughly perpendicular to their orbital plane. Uranus is tilted at an angle of about 98 degrees. As a result, it appears to roll on its side as it orbits the Sun, leading to extreme seasonal variations. Orbit and rotation. Uranus orbits the Sun at an average distance of about 2.9 billion kilometers. Its orbital period is approximately 84 Earth years. Uranus also has a slow rotational period. Completing one rotation on its axis is about 17.2 hours. Magnetic field. Uranus has a unique magnetic field that is tilted a significant angle relative to its rotational axis. This magnetic field is believed to be generated by electrical conducting fluids deep within the planet. Neptune. Size and composition. Neptune has a diameter of approximately 49,528 kilometers, making it the fourth largest planet in our solar system. It is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, with traces of methane. The methane in its atmosphere gives Neptune its blue color. Orbit and rotation. Neptune orbits the Sun at an average distance of about 4.5 billion kilometers. Its orbital period is approximately 165 Earth years. Neptune has a relatively fast rotational period, completing one rotation on its axis in about 16.1 hours. Great Dark Spot and other storms. Similar to Jupiter's Great Red Spot, Neptune has a large dark storms known as the Great Dark Spot. However, observations from the Voyager 2 spacecraft in 1989 indicated that the storm had disappeared. Neptune also experiences other storm systems and atmospheric features, including fast-moving cloud bands and high-speed winds, with the fastest recorded winds in the solar system. Moons and rings. Neptune has 14 non-moons, with the largest and most notable being Triton. Triton is an unusual moon as it has a retrograde orbit, opposite to Neptune's rotation, and is thought to be a captured Kuiper belt object. Neptune also a faint system of rings composed of dust particles and small rocky debris. Imagine being so good at math that you could figure out the location of a planet you had never seen. That is what John C. Adam did in 1843 when he discovered Neptune. Dwarf planet Pluto. Pluto is a dwarf planet located in the outer region of our solar system. Classification. Pluto was classified as the 9th planet of our solar system until 2006, when the International Astronomical Union redefined the definitions of a planet. Since then, Pluto has been classified as a dwarf planet along with other similar-sized objects in its vicinity. Size and distance. Pluto has a diameter of approximately 2,377 kilometers, making it significantly smaller than the 8 planets. It is located in the Kuiper Belt, a region of the solar system beyond Neptune's orbit, approximately 5.9 billion kilometers from the Sun. Composition. Pluto is primarily composed of rock and ice, with a relatively thin atmosphere. The ice on its surface consists of nitrogen, methane, and carbon dioxide, which can be observed in its varied colors of surface features. Moons. Pluto has 5 known moons, the largest of which is Charon. Charon is relatively large compared to Pluto's size, and the Pluto-Charon system is often considered a binary system. The other moons of Pluto are Nix, Hydra, Kerberos, and Styx. Moon. The Moon is Earth's natural satellite and is the 5th largest moon in the solar system. Size and distance. The Moon has a diameter of approximately 3,474 kilometers, making it about 1/4 the size of Earth. It is located at an average distance of about 3,84,400 kilometers from Earth. Orbit and rotation. The Moon orbits around the Earth in an elliptical path, taking approximately 27.3 Earth days to complete one orbit. The Moon is tidally locked to Earth, meaning it takes the same amount of time to rotate on its axis as it does to orbit Earth. As a result, we always see the same face of the Moon from Earth. Surface and features. The Moon's surface is covered with the various features including impact craters, mountains, valleys, and plains. The large round depressions on the Moon's surface, known as the craters, were formed by the impact of asteroids and comets. The most famous craters on the Moon is the craters Tycho. Lunar phases. The Moon goes through different phases as viewed from Earth, including the new moon, crescent, first quarter, gibbous, full moon, and waning phases. The phases are a result of the changing positions of the Moon, Earth, and the Sun. Lack of atmosphere. Unlike Earth, the Moon has a very thin or almost negligible atmosphere. This means there is no air or weather on the Moon, and it lacks the protection from harmful radiations and cosmic rays.
Please subscribe to this channel for more new videos and click on the bell icon to receive notifications.